Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. So we've got another tarot card reading. This is actually two tonight within a relatively short period of time. We just did it just like not too long ago, just maybe within the last hour or so, we did a tarot card reading for Sue. Sue's gotten back with me and actually had asked for a follow-up kind of to get some more clarity on the reading that we did for her. And because I've done quite a few of these readings already, and because of just kind of the nature of how this works for me, just as a service, I'm not always like so cognizant as far as like what the messages are. I kind of get them in the moment and then they're quickly forgotten. So I'm almost like in a trance often when I'm doing the tarot. So, which is good because then the things just naturally come. Like whatever I pick up is what comes, and it just comes like in an avalanche, and it just comes and it's just like a trance. It just comes to me. Don't know what other real way to put that. So as a result of that, so when somebody asks me for a follow-up and all, if I'm picking up things and I get in that energy and the thing to do it, I try to do it then in that moment. So that's actually what I'm doing right now for Sue. So we're going to see what we can get. Sue was wanting to know sort of a follow-up. We talked about something with regard to a sign, I think it was, if I'm not recalling wrong. And she was wanting to know if maybe that had something to do with the house, maybe purchasing a house or something along those lines. I wanted also to know maybe about the husband coming back, had wanted to get some clarity or something on that, or had gotten some clarity in that direction. What else? Let me look here. Did I get anything else? She wanted to know more about the future and what all of her happiness will be about. So just really, what do we see as far as this? Okay, that's really hitting home now. So let's go ahead, move forward with the reading. Okay, and we'll just cut the cards. And we'll move forward. So, first card that we get is the Two of Pentacles. This is the past card. This is a shifting things, the balance card, twos, relationships, also about just kind of like, this card typifies like this inherent kind of conflicts. Oftentimes when we see like twos, it's sort of about having to pick a side or pick a choice or, deciding, oftentimes when this card comes up in a business reading, for example, like if somebody's starting a new business or something like that, it's often about, maybe not giving up your day job while you're getting your business off the ground, because maybe you're going to need that business and that job at the same time. So maybe you're putting in a lot of work, a lot of energy, and you'd like to just maybe focus all of your energy in one direction. But really, when this card comes up, it's saying, don't do that. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. You've got to kind of hold on to what you've got without sacrificing what you want. So, go after both, but don't let go of something just on the off chance that you might get this other thing. When you do that, sometimes you put yourself in a situation where fear and all these other kind of emotions, doubt, negativity can crop up. And a lot of times those things will sabotage your ability to manifest the things that you're looking for into your reality. So that's the card right there. Keep your balance. That's all about balance. That's the past. In the moment, though, we have the Death card. Interestingly, this is a card that is the present moment. This is about transformation. Death is about transformation. Sometimes it's about a physical death, but not in this case. It's about transformation. You see the 8 in this, which is about like financial and stuff like that. Things coming along in that way. Other things from the past, letting go of those things because those things are no longer working for you, so that you can really make room for new things to come about. So a lot of times when you see this card, it's about like you're letting some things go that can be very sad. We have attachments to things naturally. That's a part of being human on this plane of existence. We have natural attachments for things, whether it's attachments for our car, attachments for our children, attachments for material possessions. It could be a birthday present that was given to you when you're 5 years old that you've held on to ever since. It could be a whole host of different things that we just have this bond that connects us to these items. These are just physical possessions that we're attached to. This is all about saying goodbye to those things in order to make way for new things to come about. That's where you're at right now. Now we have the Queen of Swords. That is our moving forward card. This is picking up about 1 month from now. This is a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, queens are about influence. Swords are about the mind, or so this is having influence over the mind. So someone is going to have influence over your mind within about a month from now. At least you're going to start to see things a little bit differently. These are going to be things that are very intellectual, more than emotional or more than just taking action. These are going to be the conversations you have with someone that are maybe a little bit philosophical, but very on a cognitive level. You're going to see a lot of things as far as these could be intuitive or perceptive talks that with people, but really on an intellectual level. At this time, within a month from now, you'll see things really as they are. You'll perceive things very consciously, in a very aware state of mind, a very logical way. When you see this card, it's about logical influence, just influencing people in a very logical way. What you see is what you get. This makes sense because of this. You start to see, if you do this, then this is probably what's going to happen. You start to see that kind of reasoning start to happen. Reasoning is a really key word when it comes to the Queen of Swords. She's very reasonable, and she points things out to you in a very reasonable way. Lets you see, hey, let's not be airy-fairy here. If you really want this in your life, then you're going to have to take these steps in order to get there. And because of the way she presents the information to you, what comes into your life, the messages that you receive, it really does cause you to really, get a grip on reality and to really start to say, okay, it's a wake-up call, basically. And you're just like, okay, yeah, I get it. I'm going to start to do this, and then this is going to happen, and everything's going to be good. And because of the way the influence happens, it's very subtle sometimes, but it's also very direct. And in this particular case with the Queen of Swords, you just start to actually take action, and then things start to happen for you. Next card that we have is really the key to everything, and this is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is all about action, and if you look at this card, it's very action oriented. This is a very mental knight. Knights are probably someone in their 30s and stuff like that. This is a young person that would have been, fighting for honor and, going out into battle and all, winning, the respect of other great warriors and that kind of thing, and of course young maidens and things, and winning their respect. And it's a card of bravery. This is a person that thinks before they act, or acts before they think, rather. But in this particular case, this is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is really about mental movement. So when you see this card, I want you to think mental movement. Mental movement is going after your goal full speed ahead without really thinking of anyone else, and that's what this does. It's basically set in, you're kind of set in your ways with this particular card. That is kind of the answer, the key that unlocks things, is to, kind of be set in your way. You know what's best for you, and having that, and then, sometimes you have to act without thinking because you already know, so you don't really have to do too much thinking. When you already have the answers, you don't really have to second guess yourself, and that's what this card is really all about. That's the answer for you. Let's move on to the Emperor. The Emperor is surrounding that death card right there. We've said it before in other things, but the Emperor card, Emperor backs up right after the Empress. The Empress is usually about like new beginnings. Like a lot of times when that is about fertility, childbirth, those kind of things, new beginnings also. But the Emperor and stuff is really about setting a strong foundation because of the creation of law, order, these kind of ingredients that are really important for a strong, long-lasting foundation and that kind of thing. You have this Emperor and stuff. That's what's happening with this death. Letting go of things that are transient. That's what that death card is all about. Things that you're attached to that, just at the end of the day, that these things are just fleeting, but yet you're attached to them anyway. It's a little painful to let these kind of transient things go, but in the back of your mind, hey, I got to let this stuff go. It's not long-lasting. It's not sustainable. What is sustainable, though, is this Emperor. And in order to get this sustainability that you're looking for, in order to grab hold and to get roots and to create this thing that you're looking for, get the house and get just the foundation of things going for you in this particular thing. I'm picking up some things here. So forgive me for the little pause here, but I'm picking up, I am picking up a house. I'm picking up property in a house. I'm almost like in the country or something, but not like in the country. It's more in kind of like just the outskirts of town, like in a quiet area, maybe even in town, but it would be on a street that nobody ever goes down or something along those lines. But I see some property, I see some grass, I see a yard, I'm seeing that in this, and I'm seeing like maybe like a movie theater or something like that, not far away. I don't know. It's something. Maybe not a movie theater. It could be a hotel that I'm picking up here. I'm seeing kind of a sign, but it's like an older motel or hotel or something along those lines. Let's continue. So the next card that we have is really the kind of where your attitude, mindset, mentality would be, in this particular situation as we start to move forward and whatnot. And that's the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish card. This is where all your wishes are fulfilled. You basically get whatever you want, whatever you want to manifest. That's what's going to happen for you. You already know that's going to be the case. You're already sensing that. You're picking that up right now, even as I'm doing this tarot card reading. And so it's a really, 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 really good card for you. And that's where your mindset and everything is. I mean, you're feeling this sense of satisfaction. Relational goals are met. You're finding the right person and picking up and getting this relationship underway, and things are coming along nicely and all. I'm getting a sensation of someone with like dark brown hair is what I'm picking up. It's light enough that you can tell it's brown, but not so. But it's not like it's a shinier brown, maybe a little oily, in fact. But it's not like a darker, diminished brown or anything like that. You can pick up that very clearly and all. Person doesn't have a big head, but they have a full set of hair. They have a very thick set of hair, wavy, not curly, wavy, and a very soft face, almost like they're maybe a little bit, I don't want to say Irish, but they have kind of like what is that? Maybe German? No, not German. It's kind of a soft complexion. I'm trying to pick up what I'm getting. I see this person very clearly in my head. Just a very, very fascinating face. I mean, I can see the smile emanating. This person radiates. I just love it. Love this person. I'd like to go hang out with this person, actually. And I think most people that would meet this person would feel the same way. That's the energy that I'm picking up from this person. I see this as a person that you'll probably end up with. This person has a very sweetness to them. They're very loving and kind toward you. They get you in a way that other people don't get you. I'm smiling now because I'm feeling the energy and the way that they carry on. It's almost like a love story. Let's continue to the outcome, and we have the Hierophant. So what's the secret? What's the foundation? What's everything that you're looking for? What is it? We have the Hierophant. For those of you guys that have seen readings from me before, that have seen me talk about the Hierophant and all, Hierophant is really a great card. I like the Hierophant because it represents culture, religion, beliefs, kind of our core identity. It's where we come from, our background. It's kind of like a part of who we are from the past, It's sort of like a defining thing that we're kind of grouped into. It's sort of a taxonomy. It's like a sort of this, it's all about tradition and religion, those kind of things. If we lost everyone in our life, if we lost every human being that we know, that we're friends with, that we're in a relationship with, that we love, that we care about, every family member, whatever, if we lost all those people and all, because of our history, because of our past, because of that grouping that we fit into, that culture, that thing that is sort of our part of our identity on some level, we would still be able to go back and connect with new people and have that same kind of similar connection with them because of the past, because of these things that we're connected with and all. That's what the Hierophant really represents. Hierophant's also called sometimes the Pope card. And so it's sort of that representation of like, like the Pope and the institution of Catholicism is a lot about traditions and rituals, that kind of thing. And that's sort of, part of what defines a religion, part of what defines the culture of that religion. As a result of that, this card is also really a reminder of values, keeping your values, your spiritual values and things like that over this illusion of materialism that tends to creep up and rob us of our happiness and keep us attached to things that we really shouldn't be attached to and all these kind of things. And then always jumping from one thing to the next thing every time a shiny object comes around. This card here is a really good card for you because this is really your outcome. This is really going back to your key. It's really the key to everything for you is this mental movement. It's about doing things, going after your goals, kind of full speed ahead, without really having to think too much about anyone else. You kind of know what you're wanting. You know how to get it. You have influence over that. We see that. So it's about this person that you meet is going to be someone that shares some of that same culture, tradition, ideas, these kind of things that you share with them. And there's going to be that connectedness there that you guys are going to have. So I hope this helps a little bit. As far as the house goes and all, I see kind of like 2 stories, black shutters, and kind of off of the road, possibly a corner lot. If not a corner lot, there could be a side street that goes down the property and then something else, like a frontage road or something like that, that's not really well traveled or something. But maybe that's the road that you travel to get into the driveway. And maybe there's like a hotel or something there, and maybe like a little railing or something. I'm trying to pick up 1950s kind of model home. I'm thinking something along that lines, if that makes sense. Not like a brand new home or anything on that end, but it's definitely one that has some character, some flavor to it. But it does have sort of that same representation of a 1950s home and stuff like that, where you see kind of like the same cupboards and everything like that. See some trees in the background, some taller trees actually, kind of sparse, but and kind of like more back behind the property. And that kind of maybe off on that side road or whatever that is. It could be like a gravel road even that's on the side there, kind of out in the country, but then not too far out in a way. It's like there is civilization nearby. So not a bad thing for you. Well, I don't know if you're going to buy it or rent it. I'm not really 100% sure. It could be gifted to you, or it could just be a situation that you fall into. So yeah, that kind of covers everything for you. That's a relationship. That's a love. Just see you very happy, but just happy in a very nice, easygoing way. I really do. And Sue, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve tonight. Glad that you got back with me. I'm hoping that this really helps you out, kind of addresses some of the questions that you had. If you guys have any more questions or anything like that, if you guys would like to share anything else with Sue, please do so in the comments below this video. Guys, if you guys would like to help the monks in any way, shape, or form and all, it's always appreciated. It helps us maintain our basic sustenance, but it also helps us continue to do service for humanity in order to spread love for God. Guys, if you guys would like to get a copy of the Bhagavad Gita, you can do so at indirectknowledge.com. If you'd like to help the monks, please do so by visiting helpbydonating.com. And of course, if you just want another tarot card reading, or if you want to reach out, say hi, whatever the case happens to be, please do that at chandra108@gmail.com. All of this information will be in the description below this video. Make sure you like the video. Make sure that you hit the bell icon so that you get notifications every time we come on and do these readings for you guys. Love you guys. Please take care. Many blessings. And I hope to see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge. Many blessings.